Herkese merhaba. Bugün size değişik bir şey yapmak istedim ve bir tane güzel truck buldum. Genelde Houston'da food trucklar çok meşhurdur. Ama size bugün değişik bir truck göstereceğim. Truck'ımız book truck. Yani food yerine, yiyecek yerine bu truck'ımız kitap satıyor. Ve truck'ımız K-Truck. K-Truck'lar Japonya'da böyle, bizim Türkiye'de de vardı. Küçük kamyonetler var. Onlar olarak geçiyorlar. Burada Brian var, sizi tanıştıracağım az sonra. Brian burada çok güzel kitaplar satıyor. Burada bir tane kahve dükkanı var. Onun önünde yerini açmış. Herkese merhabalar. Şimdi book truck'ımızın sahibi Brian'le beraberim. Onunla İngilizce konuşacağım ama size altyazı koyacağım. Hi Brian.
Hey, how you doing today?
Yes, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too, Omar.
I saw your truck online. I said that I have to go and visit this truck.
Oh, thank you so much.
So I have my biggest questions, like how long have you been doing this?
We're about to do our 1 year anniversary in May.
And
Yeah,
I'm so envious.
it is
yeah.
a great job to have.
Yeah, I would love to have a job just like yours.
Yes, yeah, it's a lot.
You're from here, Houston?
Yeah, I've lived here for the past 15 years.
Past 15 years. I just lived here only for almost 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah, we came from South Carolina and a bunch of other places before that.
How do you like it?
So far, so good.
Yeah, I like Houston a lot. It's great.
Yeah, this area is wonderful.
Nice. Well, thank you
Yes.
so much for coming out.
How is the interest so far?
Oh, it has been really good. So when we started this about a year ago, the idea is to go to coffee shops in the morning and set up, to sell books. And then in the evenings, either restaurants like this, on the weekends, farmers markets. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work out at first, like if people would be interested in buying books.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, it's people not going to go buy a book for the day. They're going out doing other stuff.
Yeah.
And I have to be like, hey, check out my books.
Yes, since you're sipping your coffee, come check out my books.
But the truck, that's the main attraction, right?
That truck is good. So, is it Daihatsu?
That is a Daihatsu Hijet. So,
Okay, and it's right wheel.
Right-hand drive.
Right-hand
stick
drive.
Shift, and it's a 2020.
It's a stick shift.
It is a stick
Wow,
shift.
I'm gonna take the inside
So
soon.
I have to
but
do. Oh yeah.
Did you brought from Japan? Is it like 25 years old once or?
So this is a 2020.
2020, so
and
it's brand new almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost brand new. And the guy that I worked with, he normally imports them and converts them for off-road adventures, camping, fishing, hunting
I
type
can
of
see
stuff,
you
which
have
is why
those
it's got
beefy
the
tires.
rugged look to it. And so when I was coming up with the idea for the truck, I originally was like, I'll just buy a used one, maybe try to figure out some stuff on my own, maybe hire somebody in the neighborhood. But I found this guy online, and he does it all in his workshop, and it's all custom work, and it's amazing, like the work that he did.
I can tell that the texture outside is just for like off-roading. It's gonna protect. It's not gonna scratch easily.
Yeah.
That thing is very nice.
And I wanted to give it like an older kind of rugged look, like I'm out and about selling books on the open road.
It's not white, it's not black, it's not gray.
Yep.
It's whatever it is, but it's not those three colors. So I love it so far.
Yeah. Those are the
So
three
whose
standards.
idea was that? Who came up with like, let's sell books?
It was my idea. So in college, I used to work at a bookstore, and I always loved it. And then I was in the Army for a few years. I worked as a firefighter for a few years.
Firefighter.
Yeah, and then
Check it out, firefighter.
Yeah. And then I worked at a nonprofit, and I did technology management, database type stuff.
IT.
And I got tired of being in front of the computer all day, and I had a chance to try something different.
Yes.
And I'd always wanted one of these trucks. But my wife...
That makes two of us, for the record.
But my wife was like, well, you don't need the truck. You're not a farmer, And then I was just kind of joking one day. I'm like, I should just go sell books out of a truck. And then I was like, wait, is that a thing? Can that be a thing?
Yes.
And so I looked it up. There's a few other little trucks like this that have books on them that are, like, I think there's one in San Francisco. There's one out east somewhere.
And now there's one in Houston.
And there's another one in Houston already. And I think, like, it's kind of happening where there's more of these mobile bookstores. Like people are they're taking like trailers or school buses and they're turning them into bookstores. And instead of trying to find the right location to build a bookstore, you just go out and find where the people already are. We carry about 500 books on the truck at any given time. And then one of our goals is to do a little bit of everything. So fantasy, romance, we got classic. I got books in Spanish for our Spanish-speaking population.
Nice. That's very nice.
Kids books going all the way from little kids all the way on up. And we try to just find enough of just a variety that we hope people are going to recognize. We get a lot of people who will be like, oh, that's a book that my mom told me about last year.
Do you know why he's here?
Why?
The only reason he's here because I have Dogman.
Dogman books.
I
yes.
saw Dogman and he's coming.
Dogman books are so popular with kids. As you can see, I just have a ton of them all the time. Ones that maybe were like on a bestseller list like 2 or 3 years ago. And that's like what really works out well is because people will walk by and they'll be like, oh, I remember hearing about that book from a couple years ago. I think today will be the day that I buy
So
it.
who's choosing the books that's gonna be, because you have only so much space.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we choose together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a spreadsheet we keep track of,
Okay.
of what's popular.
Okay, you're
and,
tracking it.
And there's
Okay.
about another 1,000 books in the garage
Yeah.
ready to go on the truck.
Do you sell also online?
Nope, just
No?
this, just
you,
going around.
You're gonna be here.
Yeah.
That's
I want to
wonderful.
keep it easy, you know?
Yes. Let's go around a little
Yeah.
bit if you don't mind. Okay.
So here on the back of the truck, I call it the sticker bar.
Oh,
where
stickers,
We got, all these different
yeah.
stickers for the kids and people to check out, put on their water bottles. And then we got bookmarks that are handmade by my friend Miha.
This is really cute. This is like this
Yeah, and I want
old school look.
Yeah, and I want people to explore around. Get in here, play around. What's in there? Find stuff. And then over
Yeah.
here we've got the sci-fi section, our mystery,
sci-fi,
thrillers,
yes.
cookbooks. Cookbooks are very, very popular. Everyone, is always looking for new
We're
things
Turkish,
to cook.
so we cook a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and all the different baking shows and cooking shows everyone watch, and they get
Yeah.
inspired and they want to come do it. And then of course the mystery thrillers, those are always popular, and then just a variety of just the classics.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. What are some of your favorite books?
Dune.
Dune. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
Dune
it's
is-
so doom and gloomy, but like we cannot help.
Yeah. Well, it's a great story. It really is. I mean,
Yes, I have some of my collections. Like I like the Butterfly, the Papillon.
Mhm.
They made the remake of the movie, but the old one, Steve McQueen, is still my favorite. But
Nice.
that book is a life changer. Like
So are you a sci-fi guy?
some sci-fi, some history.
Nice.
It's a mixture of both.
Yeah. I'm a sci-fi, mystery, and history. I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever read Leviathan Wakes?
Let me see. James Corey, Leviathan Wakes. Not yet.
Really good. 200 years in the future, it is an expansive mystery story that turns into a political drama in space.
Okay.
And
are they attacking some other country which they have so much oil for peace and democracy?
It's close enough. It's another type of resource that apparently
There's always some resource somewhere else that's interesting.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. But anyway,
That was our political joke.
that's our political. Yeah, that's the first one. Persian? Are you from?
We're Turkish.
Turkish. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, so we are Iran and Turkey are like neighbors.
Right. Yeah,
So
right there.
naturally we are concerned when your neighbor's house is burning. You're like,
Yeah.
it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in the army for a few years back in 2005.
Uh-huh.
As a combat medic.
At the beginning of
At the beginning of
Iraq
all that.
War.
Yeah, and so I was in
Did
Iraq.
you serve in
I
Iraq?
went to Iraq as a medic, and I did rescue
sir.
missions and stuff like
Thank you,
that. But what we're doing right now is not what needs to be happening.
Yeah.
It's not the way to do it anymore.
This-
Everyone should just
I'll
buy
just-
books instead.
Yes. Just put it in here.
Yeah, but no. So sci-fi books, it's a great, just sort of epic,
Yes.
adventure across the solar system. And then, Demon Copperhead, Pulitzer Prize winner.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great book. Talking about growing up in the South. And what I love about it is that. People are like, oh, have you read all these books? Absolutely not. I have not read all these books. But I get so many recommendations
Of
too.
course.
And that's what I love is because people get passionate about talking about a book that
Yeah,
they love.
I mean,
And they want to share.
where we live in the era of screens,
Yeah.
we need to go back in
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I want to drive your car. Okay, now I'll go to the driver's
Let's
seat.
go take a look inside.
I'll go to the driver's seat. Oh, there's a problem. There's no steering wheel in here. Gördüğünüz gibi arkadaşlar, burada direksiyon yok. Çünkü bu Japonya'dan geldiği için direksiyon sağ tarafta. Ama benim için içeri temizledi. Şimdi içeriye bir bineceğim. You don't really have to. I was just
Oh
joking.
no, you
about
can come
my-
take a look inside. Absolutely.
En azından içeriği göstereceğiz size. Gördüğünüz gibi şu boyasını göster. Çok orijinal bir boya var bunun üzerinde. Bu gerçek boyası değil. Offroad için yapılmış bu araba. Yani araziye çıkması için yapılmış. Böyle çizilmeyen, şöyle parmağınızla çizemezsiniz. Metal bir şey çizemezsiniz hemen. Ve direksiyonu Bir kere şöyle oturayım. Arkadaşlar direksiyon Amerika'da olmamıza rağmen stick shift. Ondan sonra camlar manuel. Harika bir şey ya. Yani geçen daha bugün fazla para harcamayalım, paramızı saklayalım diye konuştum ama yani arkadaşlar buna para harcanır. Doğruya doğru.
Inside my car, got pictures, got candy. I'm a lovable man. Take it to the nearest star.